Hello everybody, I'm Brody Province with CowPunch Ponies and Province Performance Horses. I'm just making a video here about a few short things. First things first, I'd like to praise God for the blessings He's given me and my family. And if you don't know Him, I'd say the very first thing I'd advise you to do is get to know Him. Go read it. Go read the Bible for yourself and get to know His Word, and you'll get to know Him. I'd also like to thank Ride and Rank Wild Rags for their sponsorship, and they keep us warm and healthy on these cold days when it's real cold and snowy, and we'd like to thank them. All right, let's get started here. One of the things that I like to do very first is make sure I've still got a soft horse here from the day before. I've got about 15 rides or so on this guy, and he's still not near as soft as I'd like him to be, but that's okay. He'll get better every day. And I like to just kind of ask him to move around here and communicate with me, and I'm communicating to him what I need, and that's for him to be loose. And if you put a bend in a horse's body, they'll definitely loosen up for you. This guy came in to our program because he had some issues on the trail and ear issues. He would kind of get pretty antsy when he got off by himself. He couldn't go by himself very well. He's been ridden a lot of miles. He's gone a long ways. So miles wouldn't really help him in this scenario. What would help him is giving him a good understanding of what's being asked. And I like to do that in a controlled area like the round pen or an arena. And what I mean by that is I should be able to get a walk, trot, lope controlled without me having to micromanage anything before I ever ask him to do anything out on his own. Another thing that this guy has done with me is whenever I were to ask him to go forward, walk, trot, lope, all of the above, he has this kind of ear issue. He kind of not ear issue. He throws his head around, and then he kind of wants to mill around in a circle. I think he's throwing his head a lot right now because of the snow. But usually, when I first started this, he would just do a real tight circle, and I'd ask him to speed up. And so, like here, I'm just gonna ask him to trot around for a second and get comfortable. Then I might ask him to stop. Maybe take a few steps back. And I'm not really going to focus on what he's doing with his head today because it's not typical. He doesn't do that every day. What I'd rather do is focus on what I do know is an issue. And that's just moving forward without me having to guide him or steer him. Here in a second, when I ask him to lope, he's probably gonna want to stop and turn a tight little circle and not really want to do it for me. And I'm just gonna hang with him there for a minute until I can get it. Once I get it, then I'll release everything and let him stand for a while. But so he proved me wrong. He did a lot better than yesterday, which I guess proves that what I'm doing is working. But I was kind of hoping he would do it for the video just so that you guys could see what's going on. But the truth is if you leave him on a good note,